And I apologized to the photographer, and I was like, I was not paying attention to my nails whatsoever. I was like, if you want to edit that and fix it, that'd be great. If you don't, I totally understand. It's a personality trait. I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's a Julie thing right there. Doing great. Anyways, welcome back to our main video.
Hello. Just continue.
The ghost. The Holy Ghost. No, I'm kidding. So, welcome back to our main video. I know you've missed us. It doesn't feel like it's been a week, but it does feel like it's been like 3 weeks. I'm not really sure. It's just been a long week.
Well, that's for you. I know, I just posted a video yesterday, so it doesn't seem like that long for me.
It feels like it's been a while. Anyways, welcome back. Let's just get this started. So again, we have stupid statistics. We have soccer, football, radar points, F1, racing. There's not really much racing right now just because everything's pretty much done except for F1. But we'll get into that later. Also, just to put this right in the beginning, our 12 Days of Christmas is coming up sooner than you realize. So get excited. We have a whole bunch of new videos planned. Some that we're kind of bringing back just because it's what we did last year and it makes sense for the end of the year. So keep a lookout for those. And if you're excited, just comment any of the things you think we're going to be doing. But moving on, let's get into stupid statistics. So first things first, tennis players. Tennis players. What am I saying? It's the beginning of the episode. So tennis players, Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik. Okay. Yeah. Sinner have played 3,302 points over the course of their rivalry. Alcaraz has won 51 points, and Sinner has won 1,651 points. Wow.
It's perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced.
It's that Thanos meme. As all things should be.
And then the New York Yankees' Aaron Judge wins back-to-back MVPs. Fourth Yankee ever to win 3 MVPs. Congrats. Good for you. And then the Las Vegas Grand Prix will be both Lando Norris and George Russell's 150th Grand Prix. So congrats to them. I know they're excited. We've got some big rivalries happening in the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be tense. Let's be prepared. And then the Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb spends roughly $1.3 million on his body to play in the NFL. He spends about $50,000 every other week on recovery. You know, I just pop a quick little electrolyte, a Gatorade, a pickle every once in a while. Doesn't really add up, but
I don't even make that in a year.
I don't either. And I worked really hard to get my degree, and I wish I made that much.
We both did.
So, moving on before we get any more depression from that. Tom Brady hasn't played football since the 2022 season. He still has more wins than the Jets since 2020. Brady has 32 regular season wins, and the Jets have 27 regular season wins. Sadly, this isn't surprising. It's just funny.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but the fact that we had to specify regular season wins because I don't think the Jets have any postseason wins since 2020. So Brady actually probably has even more than that.
That's funny. I don't think, yeah. Sorry about that, Jets fans. But moving on, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and Luka Modric are the only 3 football players that have played in the 2006 World Cup and are expected to play in the 2026 World Cup.
They're old.
I was 3. I was 3. Anyways, and then Erling Haaland has scored in 11 straight World Cup qualifiers dating back to 2021.
I mean, that's just insane within itself.
That's crazy. That's crazy. These stupid statistics are statisticking. But anyway, speaking of soccer, now to soccer.
We got the perfect segue there because it was an international window this week, and a little bit of this upcoming week will be international break as well. So, UEFA, we have the World Cup qualifiers because there's just a lot of teams within that division of play. So we're gonna go through those. Granted, I'm not going through every single one. I'm kind of going through the most notable ones because, I really don't care for a small foreign country unless it's like a really big upset. But it's true. So our first notable thing, while we're talking about Erling Haaland, of course, it's only fitting to say that he led Norway to their first World Cup since 1998. This past week, they have beat Estonia 4-1 and Italy 4-1. This also leads into Italy failing to get an automatic qualifier. They now have to go through the UEFA playoffs, and the past 2 times they have failed to qualify from the playoffs, both in 2018 and 2022. So it's not looking great for them. I personally can foresee them doing a three-peat and getting eliminated as well. I don't know. They just don't look as strong as they have in years past. So yeah, but they also beat Moldova at one point this past week 2-0. So yeah. And then we have Ireland beating Portugal 2-0. This is notable because you guys may or may not have seen the Ronaldo crying meme that has gone viral this past week. This is because of that. So they were doing a VAR check, and I guess the crowd was like taunting him or something, and he goes like this to them. Well, turns out the check was actually for a foul that he did, and the ref went over VAR, reviewed it, came back, and gave Ronaldo a straight red. For elbowing, apparently. So he was ejected from the game, and that's where we got the iconic crying meme that they did, that the Ireland crowd did back to him. So that's not great. And this incident and the red card means that he is at risk for not playing the first game in the World Cup, which may or may not be crucial for him to be playing in, so yikes for him. But then Portugal went on to beat Armenia 9-1 today without Ronaldo. I saw Rafael Leao was playing, and I think he scored a couple. I don't know, I wasn't really watching too much of it. I just kind of saw that Leao was playing, and I was like, oh, interesting. And Bruno was also playing. But then Ireland also beat Hungary 2-0. So then we had France beating Ukraine 4-0 and Azerbaijan 3-1. Then we have England beating Serbia 2-0, and then they also beat Albania 2-0. And in the Albania game, we got a Hurricane brace. You all know, Bayern fans, we gotta mention Harry Kane here. Croatia beat some islands 3-1, and then they also play another team tomorrow. The rest of these teams have another game to play, so they still, their qualifying is still, don't know yet. But then we have Germany, who beat Luxembourg 2-0. I believe both the goals in that were from Nick Voltemenda. And one of them I saw, I was like, oh, okay. But they also play Slovakia tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, Monday. And with a win, they can secure a pot 1 drawing for World Cup. This is crucial because then you're not likely to play another very hard team. So, I mean, it is the World Cup, hard teams, but like you're more likely to not get like, semi-decent powerhouse that you would not want to be playing. They wouldn't have to be playing Spain because Spain actually also, their qualifying isn't sealed yet, but yeah, if they both get pot 1, they both can't be in the same group. So and then we have Poland, who tied the Netherlands 1-1. This was one of my games this week. Kind of feel like it let me down a little bit, but that's okay. And then they play Malta on Monday as well. And then Spain beat Georgia 4-0. And then they play Turkey tomorrow. And as I said, I haven't seen if they secure pot 1 with a win, but I believe that that's what they need. Or I think maybe even a tie puts them in pot 1, so yeah. And then Switzerland beating Sweden 4-1. This was another one of my games. More goals. Worked out. But then they also play Kosovo on Tuesday. And then we have some other friendlies that happened. Mexico ties Uruguay 0-0. Colombia beats New Zealand 2-1. Brazil beats Senegal 2-0. Chile beats Russia 2-0. I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern here. Morocco beats Mozambique 1-0. Argentina beat Angola 2-0. Japan beat Ghana 2-0. You see what I'm saying with this 2-0? And then Canada tie Ecuador, I guess, not beat. Maybe did I just not put in the did I just not put in the score for that? Hold on, let me look. Wow. Nope, they tied 0-0. Fun. But then we have USMNT. What we've all been waiting for. I know. No, I'm just kidding. You guys probably haven't been waiting for that as much as I have. But we beat Paraguay 2-1. We had goals from Gio Reyno and Florian Balogun in the 4th and 71st minutes. We had 4 shots on target, 8 shots total, 56% of possession, and 5 corners. I saw Gio's goal, and I was like, yes, Gio! Like, because it was 4th minute of the game, and we just came out swinging. Unfortunately, we did then proceed to let one in within the next couple of minutes, so I was a little bit ticked off about that. But I thought it was decent playing from us. I'm happy to see that we had more possession. I'm just a little bit surprised. I'm still a little bit nervous with some of the team selections, but I guess we'll have to work through that, but it's okay. We'll have to work through that in March, which is the last window before the World Cup, but it's fine. Anyway, but yes, we had a really good showing, and then we also play Uruguay later this week, and I'm a little bit nervous about that, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But over to the NFL.
Guys, so we have our scores first. First things first, we have, just to add on to what we were talking about earlier with the Jets. The Patriots beat the Jets 27-14, kind of ironic. And then we have the Dolphins beat the Commanders 16-13. And then we have the Dolphins really coming out here and just kind of hurting both me and him 2 weeks in a row.
I don't know. Well, okay, I'll just say this. When your backup QB is in, and it's not his fault, but at the same time, why is he making some of these throws? Why are you throwing it into double coverage? Why are you throwing it to the guy that slipped from his own power? Like, you're not going to get a flag. You're not going to get a flag for that. So don't even, and then on top of that, the refs were not great. Because it was in Spain. What else do I have to say about that game? Oh, yeah. Why would we go for a game-winning touchdown when we can go for a field goal to tie and force overtime?
Because we don't pay. But anyways, moving on. The Packers beat the Giants 27-20. The Texans beat the Titans 16-13. The Panthers beat the Falcons 30-27.
Oh,
The Bears.
that one went to overtime.
Which one?
Panthers.
Nice. And then the Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. Jaguars beat the Chargers 37-6. Yeah. Oof.
They
And then
beat
the
the Chargers?
Yes. I was like, what happened? Because I wasn't able to watch games.
Justin Herbert. What happened?
I'm so glad I didn't put it. And then the Bills beat the Buccaneers 44-32. The Steelers beat the Bengals 34-12. The 49ers beat the Cardinals 41-22. The Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. And the Broncos beat the Chiefs 22-19. Never felt happier in my life. And then the Ravens beat the Browns 23-16. And then tonight, currently playing the Lions versus the Eagles. This started at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. I have not had the chance to look and see how they're doing. I think In's checking. And then the Cowboys versus the Raiders are tomorrow night at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Not great, I'm assuming.
3-0 Eagles. And it's 4 minutes into the second quarter.
That's how it's going currently, guys. But here are some game-altering plays. So, the Steelers CB Jalen Ramsey ejected in fourth quarter against the Bengals for throwing a punch at Jamar Chase. Not Jamar Chase. Don't be punching Jamar Chase.
Okay, well, to be fair, there's another video going around, and it makes it seem, I don't know if this is true or not, that Jamar spit at Jalen Ramsey. This is another thing like the Eagles and whoever it was where their defensive tackle got ejected the first play of the game. It's kind of like that.
It was a Cowboys player.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But moving on. Then we have the Bills quarterback, Josh Allen, heroic threw a 317 yards and 6 touchdowns despite throwing multiple interceptions. My guy got me 40-some points today.
Yeah, he dropped a 40 bomb.
I've never been happier. And then we had the Panthers duo, quarterback Bryce Young and wide receiver, McMillan, helped lead the team to a win in overtime. Young had 448 yards, 3 touchdowns. McMillan had 8 receptions, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Honestly impressed.
Yeah,
So
it helped them be able to kick a field goal. But I mean, look at the stats. And honestly, I didn't really watch the later games because I fell asleep. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, surely I can quick pull up Bo Nix's stats because surely he did something today. Yeah, Bo Nix threw for 295 yards against the Chiefs, so that's also a good thing there. He didn't have any turnovers, so that's a nice, tidy game from him, actually. But yeah, I mean, I know Lamar threw a couple interceptions, so that's not great. Jared Goff threw an interception. This isn't great for my fantasy team. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose again.
Who are you playing?
Soph.
Oh.
And I was projected to win and drop 120 points. Now I'm projected 77. What happened to the 50 other points that I was... Oh, I know. Jamar Chase, projected 22, only put up 6. Lad McConkey, projected 15, only put up 4. Like, hello. And then you look at my bench, and my bench isn't doing any better. Like, Joe Flacco with 9 points.
Well, S. Tucker,
Yeah, Sean. Because he's filling in for Bucky, because Bucky's still injured.
Yeah, he shocked me. He was projected 10 and got 34 points.
You have 3 good running backs.
I know.
I'm gonna have to trade you for one.
Like, I had to, because I had so many people on bye, and so I, panicked and dropped a couple people and picked up some people. I had to get a new running back, so that's who Tucker is. He was my new my new running back that I added last minute because I realized my other one was on bye.
Well, you know what? At least one of your star wide receivers didn't get appendicitis midweek.
I feel like they should let, y'all, slide and let you get to, trade them out real quick so you have someone, just because, you can't help that.
Well, no, I was able to.
Oh, I thought you were talking about,
still. It was after... I forget when they announced that, but... Yeah.
I saw I was gonna lose to your dad, and I panicked and, quickly changed out a bunch of people, and I still was projected to lose.
and that's still why you're dropping, 150 points, and meanwhile, I can't even get to 75 points?
Open the app, because I was like, I'm so scared. I don't even know how any of my people did. And then I opened it, and I was like...
Your reaction was the same way that I reacted when I opened Fantasy after I fell asleep.
Oh, and I was like, I haven't watched any of the games. I don't know how anyone did. I've been out in the middle of the woods. And then I'm like, but I was still a little on edge. It was like, one of your dad's players is currently playing right now. So,
where is it?
It's Elliott.
Oh, Jake Elliott. He's a kicker.
Yeah. But I don't know, unless he can really pop off with some points.
Yeah, well, he could do what the other kicker did once and drop 18, but, I mean, is that enough to... Oh, yeah, that could be exactly what...
Yeah.
if he goes off, when they just keep kicking field goals. Because a regular field goal is 3 points and an extra point is 1. So if they score 21, you could be done for.
I know! That's why I'm still nervous, because I'm like...
They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone.
Okay. Anyways, moving on before this video is longer than I want to edit. So, the Lions place tight end Sam LaPorta on IR due to his back injury, expecting to only be out for 4 games. Well, that's good. At least it's 4.
Oh, yes. 4 games, 4 weeks. Same thing. Sorry.
Yeah. And then the Titans wide receiver Calvin Ridley returned from a hamstring injury today. Now he's out for the season after breaking his fibula. Dude, honestly, I would literally cry. That's some bad luck right there.
It's so unfortunate. And he was the only star wide receiver that the Titans have.
Yeah.
And it's Cam Ward can't do it all by himself. He's the Titans quarterback, for those of you who don't know who Cam Ward is. And it's just so upsetting because their offensive lineman sucks. The whole offensive line sucks. And they really only have, one other good wide receiver. And I can't even... Well, they have Spears, but they don't hand the ball off a lot. And I can't even tell you who's on their defense. So...
Good luck.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos running back J.K. Dobbins is out for the rest of the season after suffering a foot injury and having to undergo foot surgery. Ooh.
Not who you dropped.
That is who I dropped. I was like, why does he sound so familiar? Yeah, that really sucked. Anyways, and then the NFL owners have filed a grievance against the NFLPA to stop annual report cards. Jets owner Woody Johnson called them bogus and was the one behind the grievance. Last year, Johnson received an F from his... Filing a grievance? Because you play with them
And that tells you all you need to know about the Jets organization.
Moving on. And then the 49ers running back, Christian McCaffrey, is on the top 10 list for receiving yards.
He's a running back on the receiving yards top 10 list.
You know, Papa, the Ravens tight end, Mark Andrews, broke the Ravens all-time record for receiving yards and is 4 receptions away from breaking Derek Mason's all-time franchise record of 471 catches. Congrats.
Yeah, he should hit that within the next week or two here. So
Probably. So be looking out for that. Keep that in mind for our next couple of videos. Did he make it? Did he break it? But now to racing. There's not much.
Yeah, no, there's not that much. So we have the Las Vegas Grand Prix preview this week. That should be out on Wednesday, I believe. And then on Thursday, guess what's dropping? Fortnite and Formula One are doing a collab, and yeah, it's been forever. I mean, we have been waiting for this for a while since I found out that there were files for Fortnite to do this collab with Formula One. We both have decided that we are gonna log on and get it.
We have not been on Fortnite in a hot minute.
So yeah.
Look out for that.
Yeah. And then, NASCAR and IndyCar are not in season anymore because we've had the winners for both of those. IndyCar has been done since like August now, which is crazy. Crazy to think that we're coming up on some preseason stuff. Like, what? But we'll have to do stuff for that. Hey, Jake Elliott made another field goal. 15 points. 15 points now. Actually, he needs to make more than 15. They need 24 straight. And the odds of that aren't great, but never say never, I guess, Maybe he'll fake it and throw a touchdown pass and get even more points.
Your dad's like in the corner, like, please, come on, do it.
It's doable.
Anyways, to radar point.
Last week, Julie had the Bucks and the Bills, which, how that thriller turned out. I'm still a little bit mad that the Bucks weren't able to come back and whatever, but it's fine. It's fine. She also had Lions and Eagles. They are playing right now, and so far, it's a little bit of a snooze fest. I'm not gonna lie. Just taking field goals. I mean, I guess Jared Goff did throw an interception already. But yeah, I had Poland and Netherlands, as we talked about earlier, along with Switzerland and Sweden, and Italy and Norway. None of those let me down. And then I also had the Chiefs and the Broncos, and that actually turned out to be okay. So this week's radar points, Julie, if you want to take it away.
Guys, it's the Las Vegas Grand Prix, baby. If you guys want to keep a lookout for something kind of fun, we're going to try and live stream us watching the Vegas Grand Prix. You guys are going to get our live reaction. I think it's like at 12 in the morning or something.
11 p.m.
Awesome. It will go into 12 in the morning, so you guys will see us on our delirious level, if we aren't already right now. So if you don't want to miss that, keep a lookout for it, okay, guys? Because we're going to do it. I've never live streamed us watching an F1 race, but we did live stream and end up watching an IndyCar race a while ago. So if you did see that, join us again for another live stream of us watching a race. This time it will be more interesting because there's a lot to ride on these next couple races. So we're going to be stressed. So keep a lookout for that.
Yes, very stressed. But my radar points this week: USMNT versus Uruguay, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Last international game before next year. I'm hopeful we can beat. I think that this will actually be a really good test for us going into next year to see where we need to improve. Mainly because of what happened last summer and how far Uruguay advanced and how far we did not advance. I think that this will be a good test for us and especially some of the players as well. So that's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have the Eagles versus Bucks. This is an NFC East divisional game. It should be a good one, assuming, well, it's at the Cowboys, so, Jerry's World. But we also have the Bucks and the Rams playing as well. This is kind of redemption for the Bucks. They kind of need to turn around after the bye. They kind of like fell off, and they were like, we don't want to be that team that stumbles out of the bye, and they are that team that stumble out of the bye. So yeah, but it's fine. But yeah, you should look forward to our live stream because that will be more fun than me talking about this. We also might play some Fortnite, of course, before we watch the race. So, there's always
People look after that with hopefully our new F1s.
You guys are gonna love us watching the race, let me just tell you.
There could be chances where I am not off, and I'm
100%.
Y'all don't understand though. Those commentators' voices are like lullabies. They put me right to sleep, and when it's like 4 in the morning, I'm like, oh, let me just snuggle right off and go right back to bed. And I'm like, wait, I can't. I'm supposed to be watching a race. If you guys haven't seen one of our Instagram reels we posted of us together doing a trend, you can see me dead asleep on the floor watching an F1 race because it's so peaceful. I don't know how to explain it. If anyone understands, comment down below. But I think that was Easter too, so like we had been busy that weekend. I had been busy that weekend. I'm a nurse, guys. It's a lot. I'm just to add that in there so it doesn't make it look like a horrible F1 fan. I'm just tired. But if you don't want to miss any of those things coming up, subscribe, turn on our post notification, like these videos, comment down below any of your fun predictions, any of the things you're excited for. We'd like to hear it. Any suggestions if you feel like we're missing something. We will not be doing golf. I'm sorry. That sport is boring. And then check out our links in the description below for our other social media pages. We have TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, the whole shebang. If we're missing something, again, just mention it in the comments. But yeah, I hope you like this video. And if I forgot to put the links in the description, I'm doing it on purpose. And I want you to go watch the last video we posted. It's probably in that comment section. Okay. I'm done.